everyone. Looks like a good day. Well, good enough for winter time. Okay, for continuing our Bokashi journey. Today I'll discuss how I use the finished Bokashi food scraps, fermented ones, and make soil factory. And also I'll make use of the bran, the finished bran that I have made. I showed it in the previous video, and will ferment new food scraps into the bin. Alright, by the way, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button, and if you happen to like the video, click the thumbs up for me. Thank you. Let's go. So I have here the Bokashi bin that I've filled up and kept for 2 weeks, and now I'm going to mix it with some garden soil I have here, and if I need more, then these are soil also from the pots. I've used this already, so I need to revive the soil and use the Bokashi food scraps to fertilize it before I plant. I use it to plant some more in the pots. Anyway, this bin here is empty, and I'm going to put some soil in it and then layer the Bokashi scraps. Let me open this one. And soil. Alright, so the Bokashi bin that I've been keeping is in this state. So there's always quite a few onions because I cannot put them in the worm bin. And as you can see, all the scraps still look like the way I put it in there, but there are some growth. Those are the microorganisms that are growing in the food scraps, and it will help decompose this food scrap when mixed with soil faster. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I've finished layering my Bokashi food scraps and soil into this container, and I'll now leave it for a month, and then I'll check it. And the last time I did this, there are still quite a few of those bones, the bones that I put, the chicken bones, the bones from mutton and pork, they're still there. But the rest of the food scraps are turned into soil. So if you guys don't want the bones to be mixed with your planting mix soil, then you need to separate it, or you can also bury it in the garden or wherever else you guys have space for. The thing is, I want to use this soil for my indoor plants and also in the raised bed, and I usually just separate the bones. And sometimes I just don't mind the bones being there. They will decompose eventually. It's just it takes time, longer than, you know, the rest of the other food scraps. Last summer, I actually used this Bokashi food scraps and soil mix to plant my pumpkins, and I didn't have to wait a month. I just when I mixed it together, I planted the seeds in, and well, it grew well. I have a video of my harvest, so you guys can see that it's quite effective to fertilize soil with the scraps. Alright, so we've emptied the bin and I've washed it, so now I'm ready to start over and put a few of the food scraps and top it up with the bran that I made, which how I did it is shown in the previous video. Okay, so let's start doing this. Alright, so most of my food scraps are in there now, and I've topped it up with the Bokashi brand. And so each time I put a container, an ice cream full container of food scraps, I just dump it there and I will spread it a bit. See, I have a big bone there and some orange peels and all that, and I will push it so that air pockets are removed, because remember, this is anaerobic process, the fermentation, so we need to make sure that air is removed every time I put in a container full. And then I will scoop a few of the bran and just pour it in there, cover it. Two, and then around 4 scoops. I make sure that it's all spread out. Okay. All right, that's it. And then I would cover this, and since my lid, this lid that I'm using is broken in the middle, that's why there's a masking tape. But what I do, if you guys have a container and it's not airtight, we can just make sure that it's tight enough when there's plastic on top of it, and then cover it so that air is not able to go in and our microorganisms are able to ferment the food scraps properly. Alrighty, so that's it, and I'll just visit this again whenever I have another container of food scraps, or after 2 to 3 days I'll have to empty this. That's all, and that's it, folks. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys liked the video, and until next time, bye.